What's up everyone, this is Forgo, and today we have Sneak Peek 8, so let's check this thing out. Alright, so let's go ahead and pause it. So you saw up here in the top right hand corner, they showed Holiday Deadpool and Gwenpool, who were our holiday uniforms last year. Now, Holiday Deadpool was, we could buy for crystals, and Gwenpool, you actually had to pay real money. We'll dive in more of that in a little bit, but here we have two little buddy from our hint Rocket Raccoon, which means this is for Groot. You can even look at the wrapping on this thing, and that pretty much hints to that it's going to Groot. So evidently that data mine information that we had a while back is proving to be true. And then we have two Amy, who is White Fox from, and I believe in Korean this is pronounced Seoul, but in English we just say Soul, and that is Luna Snow's real name. So evidently Luna Snow bought White Fox uniform and Rocket Raccoon bought Groot uniform. Now, the interesting to me is which of these things is going to be the one that we have to buy, because last year we had to buy Gwenpool. We had to actually pay real money to be able to do that. They had an event where you'd have to buy tokens, and once you got so many tokens, you'd be able to get Gwenpool, which proved to really not even be relevant in the game. It's a great uniform, but we never really needed it at all. I mean, unfortunately, Marvel Future Fights in a place where we have over 230 characters, and we just really, having other strong characters doesn't make a difference unless they're meta breaking. That's really the only time they make a massive difference, or they're just so good that players, like newer players, can make use of them. Or even veterans that are just tired of playing with old players and want to play with new characters. So pretty cool. I mean, really it'd be nice if both of these were, you could buy with crystals. And by the way, Holiday Deadpools was on discount last year. You could buy it for 630 crystals. So hopefully they do the same thing. Hopefully one of these is going to be for crystals. I don't know which one, because it's hard telling which one's going to make a difference. I mean, Holiday Deadpool was meta breaking. That uniform was ridiculous. So I imagine that one of these probably will be too. I mean, we had Summer Night Cable and Enchantress also, or Summer Days Cable and Enchantress, and both of those uniforms proved to be insanely strong. But as strong as Enchantress is, I pretty much just use her for a leadership, and Cable pretty much just use him in ABX, although he is really great for one shots and really great in World Boss as well. So it's going to be real interesting to see. I would be excited, but the cynical side of me thinks that Netmarble is going to try to screw us a little bit. They're going to probably make one of these uniforms, if they follow the trend that what they've done for the past two holiday sets of uniforms that they threw in the game. In order for us to get one of the uniforms, we're going to have to pay real money. And that's a trend that they've done in the last two holidays uniform sets. So I'm pretty sure they're going to do that again. Which one of these is going to be the one that we can buy for crystals? Which one isn't? I don't know. I pray to God that they don't make both of these that you have to buy with real money. That would be just, oh my God. It would just, as greedy as the game has been, that would just be over the freaking top. Now let's jump back into the game. And I asked all of you in the last video to go ahead and put your IG in and give me a question about your accounts, so I could tell you what maybe you need to, or give you some advice on what you need to do in order to fix them. So the first one, and I just kind of went through the comments and just picked them here and there. I'm not going to be able to go through all of them. I mean, shout out to all of you for putting your comments in the video and letting me know that you like your roster reviewed and looked at, but there's just no way I can look at all of them. So if your name doesn't get called in this video, I'll try to get to you in another video. And I'll also be editing out whenever I'm kind of like going between the accounts, just to try to kind of save time, so you all don't have to watch me type in a bunch of different names. So the first account we're going to take a look at is Shawan Kapali, and he was asking about his tier 3 choices, if they're okay, what he needed to have more of on his cards. So we look at the card effects here. His ignore defense looks good, his cooldown looks pretty good. It's got a nice little proc here for the physical attack. Your energy attack is a little low. Your physical attack, it's not too bad, but a little low. Your attack speed is actually a little low. You really want to be around 18 to 21%. That's kind of the sweet spot, but your crit rate's really high. Your critical damage, honestly, those are really good stats. So what I would advise to you, especially since your energy attack is so low, and you really don't want to be losing any of these stats, I'd probably keep these 4 cards right here. And this card here, I would switch out. You got your max HP, you got ignore defense on this card, and you do have all attack and cooldown and crit rate. But what I would probably do is I'd probably switch it with the Thor card. This card right here that you actually get from the legendary battle. So you can get it for free in the game. All you gotta do is buy Thor's Ragnarok uniform, level it up to mythic, and then you can get this card. I think maybe it's only level it up to legendary, I can't remember. But this card will offer energy attack, ignore defense. So you're going to still get your ignore defense. You're not going to lose any of that. You're going to gain energy attack. You're still going to have your cooldown. You can get attack speed on this card or max HP. You can also get some critical damage here, although I wouldn't really worry about this stat so much. And then you can get all attack here. So you can actually be gaining some stats by throwing that card on here. Now, as far as your tier 3s, are your tier 3 choices okay? I mean, awesome. Good for World Boss. Amazing. You got the Holiday Deadpool uniform, so amazing. Magneto, very strong. Sorry, but not right now. Captain America. Unfortunately, Captain America, I mean, he is a decent tier 3, but you don't need him at tier 3 anymore. Hulk's a great tier 3 for PvP. Shirag, of course. Star-Lord. Yep. Wonderful. Black Widow, great. Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier, I mean, he's pretty rough to keep alive, but, you know, he can put in work if you can play him properly with the right teams. Captain Marvel, ABX Meta, Ghost Rider, amazing. So your tier 3s look pretty good overall. Let me see who you're missing here. Storm's fantastic, but she's a world boss clear is what she is. Let's see here. Iron Man, unfortunately, you won't need Iron Man. Really just mainly good for one shots for the most part. Let's see. And I don't really know the perspective you're coming from. If you're trying to push world boss, if you're trying to push ABX, I don't really know exactly what you're trying to do. Doctor Strange, you really just keep working on him. He's amazing, especially at tier 3. Dormammu. Odin, I wouldn't even worry about Odin. He's super strong, but honestly, the cost-reward ratio as far as what you're getting and what he's going to be used for in the game just wouldn't be that good. Dormammu would be an amazing one because he's actually really good in PvP, and he might prove to be useful against Sentry Molecule Man. However, I don't really know because I haven't seen any tests from it. But your tier 3s look pretty damn strong. Let me see here. You are... Okay, so you have Luna here. Now, if you can, you really want to try to get Luna to tier 3. She's absolutely amazing. Very, very good character. I realize she's just a tier 1, but maybe you're free to play and you can't get her to tier 2. But if you ever can... she would be an amazing tier 3. But really only with a rage, to be perfectly honest. Without a rage, she's pretty damn annoying to play. And I would say that covers this pretty much. So here we have Adnim, and he was asking how to improve his cards. So let's take a look at these things and look at his all card effect first. So your cooldown looks good, your ignore defense looks good. Actually, your attack stacks look really nice, not bad. Your attack speed is just a little low, but 16% is still pretty damn good. Again, the sweet spot would be 18 to 21%, but honestly, that's so damn close. That's not bad at all. And when we look at your cards, let's see here. Take a look at all this. Look at this. Look at this. Honestly, you're in a place, your cards are really good. You're actually in a place where you would need a pretty insane card to really make the difference. Card like, let me show you what I'm talking about. You would need a card like, let me see if I can find it. Like this one here. You need a card like this where you get all this extra physical attack, energy attack, all attack, and then you can get, you know, attack speed from this here, or critical damage, and you get max HP from this one, and then you can get ignore defense. You'd need a card like this to really make a difference. Honestly, if I were you, I would just keep your cards. I wouldn't even re-roll those things. They look pretty damn good, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, so now we're in Retro Days 27, and he wants to know who to give a CTP of Judgment to. So let's take a look at your characters. Okay, so... Nah, don't give it to Cyclops. So we're down here. What do you got on Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider would be absolutely amazing with a CTP of Judgment. I wouldn't give one to Beta Ray Bill. You're better off with what you have here with a damage proc. He plays so well with a damage proc. I wouldn't give it to him. I'd say Ghost Riders, you're going to be your number one pick. Yeah. Give it to Ghost Rider. He is absolutely amazing. He can cap out ABX with it, depending on your card sets, of course. But he is a freaking monstrosity with the Judgment because he has all flame skills. Okay, so now we have Chris Palmer, and he wants to know which stat he needs to increase on his cards and which character to tier 3 next. So we'll look at your all card effect here. Your cooldown looks good. Your ignore defense is actually just a hair high, but still really great. Your energy attack looks really nice. Your physical attack is a little bit low. Attack speed's wonderful. Honestly, you really just need more physical attack or just more all attack and physical attack. That's really what you need to be working on your cards. So let's see here. Okay, we look here. All right. And all attack, physical attack right there. Energy attack, all attack. You could switch out this card right here for the Black Panther card, because this card here has no physical attack on it. It's got 5% all attack. I mean, you do got some good stats though. Critical rate, attack speed, and critical damage on this. See, that's all good. This one's still pretty damn good. And you got physical attack here as well, all attack. This one here, actually, if you got another one of these cards, you could actually do some re-rolling, but still not too bad. You only got 2 stats that are worthless here. Let me look at your cooldown again. Okay, so you have 30% cooldown. Yeah, you don't want to take this away. So honestly, I'd probably replace this card with the Black Panther card. Let's see if I can find it here. This card has physical attack, ignore defense. You got your max HP, attack speed here, one or the other. And you have critical damage. And then you have all attack. So you can get 6%, 5% all attack here. You can get your ignore defense. You'll still have your cooldown. So yeah, you'll actually you don't need that cooldown. That's probably what I would do, because you can sacrifice a little bit of ignore defense. You can sacrifice a little bit of ignore defense for that Black Panther card. Unless you want to keep your, all that extra max HP, that's probably what I would do. You can afford to lose a little attack speed or crit rate if you want, but really you just need to increase that physical attack a little bit more. And you're not going to lose the all attack stat on that Black Panther card as long as you roll that last stat for all attack. And then who to tier 3 next? Let's see here. We're down here. Okay, you're not using her uniform? Where's her uniform? Where's her in-game uniform, my friend? Let's see. So you get some expensive tier 3s here. Honestly, of these 3, it'd be Doctor Strange. I know I hate to say no to the waifu, but Doctor Strange is just ridiculous. PvP, it would definitely be Black Widow. You don't have the holiday uniform. Okay. For PvP, I would go for Black Widow. For PvE, I would definitely go for Doctor Strange. I know he's expensive, but he's well worth it. He's an absolute monster. In PvE, he's going to put in so much work and make your life so much easier. So King Mojo wants me to review his cards and take a look at Luna's Rage. Okay, so your all card effect, your cooldown's good, your ignore defense is good. Actually, man, your attack speed's a little high. You really don't need that much. 21% is really about the max. You really don't want any more than that. Really about 18% is pretty good. These stats are really good. You're really just lacking on physical attack a little bit, to be perfectly honest. But other than that, this looks really nice. You got a little HP here. All right, these are useless right here. These stats right here. Okay, so you got a little physical attack there. Mm-hmm. What do we have here? Okay. Them some good rolls in the card. I don't know. I'd probably just keep the cards the way they are. You're going to have to get a completely different card, and you're going to have to level that thing up. And yeah, you don't. If you take this one out, you're going to lose your physical attack, which I don't think you really should do because you actually need more of that. Your energy attack looks amazing, but most of the strong characters in the game are energy attacking characters. So, in all honesty, you might want to just stick with this. If I was going to replace any of these cards, it'd probably be this card right here. I'd probably replace this one. You could put the Thor card, the actual Thor card that you actually get from the game for free. So if you take a look here and you take a look at my Thor card here, which gives you energy attack and ignore defense, you can get the cooldown. You got critical damage here, you got all attack, and then you got energy attack proc. You could put that in there. I mean, it's going to just give you more energy attack. It really doesn't help your physical attack problem, but it will make your card sets a whole lot stronger. And as far as Luna, crit rate is 28%. Oh, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent, but the problem is your ignore boss damage decreased by 15% is trash, my friend. That needs to be 60%. That needs to be, you're losing so much damage because you don't have this thing maxed out. That thing needs to be ignore boss damage decreased by 60%. I know it sucks to re-roll them things, but honestly, that's what you need because you're losing a crap ton of damage having this thing ignore boss damage decreased by 15%. So Dracon and a bunch of sixes has been playing this game for 6 months, and he wants to know how his progression is. So we'll take a look at his card set first. And as far as his card effect, your cooldowns, actually not too bad. You can max out your cooldown on your characters. Your ignore defense is looking good. Your energy tag. Actually, this, considering you've only been playing for 6 months, this is actually pretty good. Your attack speed is a little low, and your physical attack is a little low, but honestly, this is pretty decent. You've got a little max HP. Not bad. You have very few resistances. It's actually a pretty decent card set, to be perfectly honest. And as far as your characters, you already have Tier 3 Silver Surfer. You got Magneto. You have Tier 3 Strong, Star-Lord. Good choices so far. I see, so you're going through the epic quest here. You have Luna at Tier 3. Very nice, very nice. Honestly, I would say so far, it's looking really good. You got your Beta Ray Bill up to level 60. Very nice. I think so far you're doing really great, actually. Yeah. I don't really have a whole lot of complaints. I see you bought the Thor Ragnarok uniform, which was smart. So you get that Thor card. Keep working on Doctor Strange. Very, very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, there's the Thor card right there. You got the all attack. Very nice, very nice. So I would say so far, Dracon, you're doing great, man. You got a great start for 6 months. Those are pretty good cards, and you look like you're tier 3ing the right characters. So I think that's going to conclude the reviews today. Go ahead, and if your name wasn't called, go ahead and put your IGN in the comments below, and make sure you ask me a question about your roster so I can address those concerns. And let me know how you're all feeling about the new holiday uniforms that we got coming up. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.